Welcome back to Mega Man X5, and judging by the title of this video, it's going to be X versus Zero. Now, the overall narrative has been building up to this fight since, I want to say the second or third game, but the way the fight just sort of happens here, it feels sort of half-hearted. Like Capcom didn't know how to end the series, so they just made a couple of open endings where somebody dies, but they don't really die because there's another game and they come back in that game. It's very weird. I would have just written one or maybe two endings, tops. Now, I'm not a professional writer, but if I were to somehow fix the whole plotline inconsistencies of the series, I would just finish the X series and just continue it on with the Zero series with all those plot lines and stuff. Or if you just really wanted to continue the X series, leave Zero out of it, he's got his own series now, and have Axel introduced in X6 and X can be Axel's mentor. There you go, I fixed the storyline. Kind of. There's still the lore behind the Elf Wars and all that stuff that takes place after the X series, and the X series has not touched up upon at all. Anyway, that room back there was a callback to Quickman stage. You have to use Darkhold. Well, you don't have to, but it makes that area a whole lot easier because those are very quick lasers. And here's another callback. This one is from Mega Man 1, and it's the Yellow Devil. Or, in this case, it's the Shadow Devil. The Shadow Devil is quite possibly the hardest devil encounter in the whole entire series, only because his silhouette stays in place whenever he's moving about, so it kind of limits your space to move. So when he's in block form, you have to dodge all the moving sprites as well as keep away from that green wireframe. He's also got a bunch of different attacks that will do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. There's no pause trick to save you, there's no elect beam to help you out, it's just you and your buster. And I'm not sure. You see, the thing with this game is I don't know a lot of the boss's weaknesses, so I just buster only everything. The bosses are easy enough for it, and this is probably one of the few Mega Man games to buster only run and have a good time with at least. At least until you reach Sigma. This boss music right here is also a callback to Mega Man 1's boss music, which I gotta say is my least favorite boss theme in the entire series. I don't know, just because of the instrumentation and stuff. But then again, first game, it came out in 1987, and Nintendo was very young at that time. Now as for my favorite boss music, Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2 is catchy, Mega Man 3 was even catchier, 4 was alright. Again, I didn't really like the instrumentation of 4's boss theme. 5 was cool, 6 was good, 7 was epic. I think I like 7 the best. 8 was also epic, 9 was good, and 10 was... You know what, I forgot what 10's boss theme sounded like. And I also forgot what 11's theme sounded like too, now that I think about it. In fact, I keep forgetting that Mega Man 11 is an actual game that exists now. I know I did a playthrough on that years ago, but it's like, holy shit, was I having a fever dream when I was playing it or something? Because I keep forgetting. There are a lot of games and movies like that where I just either forgot that they exist because there's too many of them, or I just stopped caring after that point. Kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how there are just too many movies for me to keep up with. There's like 30 of them. I thought they stopped at Endgame. Why are they making more? At least with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the third movie is touted to be the last movie for the team up, so hopefully we got a perfect trilogy on our hands. Anyway, here's the Devil's Pinch Mode attack. He turns into a Wily machine and has spikes on the bottom. I believe those spikes are insta-kill too. As for the humongous health bar, that's pretty much the standard for all the Sigma Fortress bosses here. Even in the boss refights, the 8 Mavericks will have obscene amounts of health. That's why I hate the boss rush in this game. It takes too long to kill anything, even with the weaknesses. It's kind of like your Dark Souls boss fight, except way worse, more tedious, and Spiral Pegasus is a bitch to fight. Come on! Oh man, this fight is actually getting boring now. I mean seriously, there's no reason for the boss to be this tough. And it's not even like the boss is that hard, he's just really monotonous. I might actually get him this time. Hopefully I get him this time or we're gonna have to suffer another turn. Ah, thank God. We never have to deal with another devil fight again. Wait, there's another one in Zero? Ah ha ha! Yay, let's go! Anyway, the good thing about the Sigma Fortress in this game is you can save at any point, or save in between the stages that is, and you can go back to base and change armor. Like right here, I'm gonna need the Gaia armor for this because there's a hell of a lot of spikes in Sigma Fortress 2. Now, while the Gaia armor protects you from spikes, Mega Man is very slow in this armor. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of mech enemies that do a fair bit of damage, so you don't want to get shot too much. Likewise, you got the Zero virus chasing you about. Instead of Sigma's head, it's Zero's silhouette. Okay then. It does the same thing. It takes you from good to caution and then from caution to danger. If you're X, then your performance is drastically altered. And this platforming section is kind of a callback to the first X game, Sigma Fortress 1, where you have to do all the crazy platforming in order to even get to the front door. At least the good thing about this version of the platforming section is that there are no kamikaze enemies that just ram into you and knock you off the platforms. This is the point of the stage where the spikes become more abundant and the enemies start to become more fierce. There's going to be a long tower segment that you have to climb up, and there's going to be spikes on the walls, as well as enemies shooting at you. If you don't have the Gaia armor on, then this section is a pain and you're going to have to juggle with everything. I gotta get past these metal pistons, then we can get to where the fun truly begins. Alright, cool. Now this upcoming jump right here is kind of tricky without the Gaia armor or the Falcon armor. You have to time it perfectly or you're gonna hit the spikes. And the good thing about the Gaia armor is, whenever you cling onto walls, you'll stick to them like Spider-Man. You won't slide down. So the extra armor is worth all the backtracking. I just wish it wasn't so damn slow though. And also I wish it didn't make your shots just stop halfway across the screen. That's annoying too. So right here, I'm just gonna try and get hit by the tiny bullets since they don't really do that much damage. Just tank everything and run. There's gonna be a health pickup by that robot over there. I just need to get that and continue running. Alrighty then, this is an intricate level design right here. Still not as bad as X6 though. I don't think anything can beat X6's level design at all. But after all that, we made it to the boss door with no health refills. Are you kidding me? Anyway, the boss of this stage is... Oh, you have got to be freaking kidding me. Rangda Bangda? The worst boss of the original game? Original X game, that is? Why is he back? And he's even worse here because not only do the spikes spawn on the floor, they spawn on the ceilings and the walls, and there's barely enough space to move around. So I highly recommend that you have the Gaia armor for this boss fight, so that way the difficulty will be cut in half. Look at this! How am I even supposed to dodge this? Oh, this is bad. I don't even have Chameleon Sting to kill this thing, and I don't even know what the weakness is for this game. Actually, I think it's just the Mega Buster. The strange thing about X5 is there's really no sense of escalation. Either the bosses are piss easy or they're super hard. This thing and then Sigma, probably the most unfair boss fight in all of the X games in this one game, but we'll be getting to Sigma later. Hopefully, as long as I keep my sanity. I'm just tanking the hits at this point. It's not like I can dodge properly. I'm in a closet here. Okay, that's one thing down. The blue eyes, they follow you around. The green eyes, shoot that. I don't know what they are. And the red eyes, oh yeah, the red eyes do that. I hate this move. Alright, come on, just blow up already. Got a couple of hits left. Oh boy, thank goodness that's over. That is honestly the worst boss fight in the game. I'm not kidding. But then again, there's Sigma. Oh no, Sigma's the second worst boss fight in this game. Alright, next up should be the much anticipated fight with Zero. I'm gonna get out the 4th armor for this one because it has the best buster. Now, as for the stage itself, it's kind of forgettable. You got spikes and you got bottomless pits everywhere, but I don't know, I'm not really digging the cyberspace look of this one as compared to the previous stages. But yeah, there's gonna be plenty of tightropes to hold on to in order to survive here. And I also don't really care for the song that's playing in the background. It sounds too soap opera-y. There should be a rock ballad playing in the background, damn it. I guess that's one thing that X6 fixed. The soundtrack was really good. That game is still terrible, though. Oh god, get me out of here. Okay, cool. But we're not out of the danger yet, because we still got a bunch of platforming to go. A bunch more. Like, this is actually kind of dangerous. Some platforms will stay in place, others will fall down. If you see a platform that's smoking and rapidly shaking, you want to get off that quickly. Yeah, you don't want to trust the platforms that are rapidly shaking like that, because they will fall into the pit. Zero, I thought you'd be here. Zero, I came here to bring you back. My instincts told me I could find clues somewhere near here. Zero, it's too dangerous. You'll end up being consumed by the virus. You don't tell me you've checked my virus readings. I did. Why weren't you damaged even though you've been affected by the virus? In fact, you've become more powerful with the infection. Why? This isn't the time to fight when we have a mission to complete, but I'll bring you back by any means. You say you'll bring me back to the base, even if you have to fight me. X, you can't dare to fight me. Your big heart, that is, your kindness and your weakness. I'm okay, trust me. Zero, I don't want to lose you. I'm really worried about you, and I do trust you. That's why I have to fight you here, to bring you back. Great! Boss fight with Zero! Again! Is this really the best way to come up with a scenario to have X and Zero fight? Just bring Zero back to base? Why not have Zero commit actual war crimes and X has to take him out for real? Oh my goodness, this story sucks! Anyway, Zero is piss easy. Again, you could just take him down with the Buster. It is so pathetic. He should be harder than this. Those are my exact sentiments, just, Soul Body? Soul Body? Wasn't that Split Mushrooms move from X4? Okay, I thought Zero cannot use Robot Master's weapons. What is going on here? And X is sleeping on the job. Oh boy. Oh good, Sigma's here. Now, I think this is another deviation where you could potentially get a bad ending where Zero dies here? Well, let's see what happens. Because Zero either dies or stays standing. Okay, so Zero is still standing. Okay, I'm really confused now. When does Zero exactly die here? I'm guessing it's at the very, very end of the game. I'm really confuzzled about this. The endings make no sense. Wait, Sigma! Anyway. Oh, God. You know, the more I play this game, the more I'm starting to not like it. And I already didn't really like this game in the first place, so... yeah. Anyway, I'll see you for the finale on Monday, where we can actually put this game to rest.